What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against Jonas, LitPowerMedia. And before we get started, if you can, please show some shady love to that like button right below this video. Remember, if this video reaches 1,200 likes, I will keep 2 Pokemon videos a day coming your way. That is what I say. Now today, like I said, we're battling Jonas, also known as LitPowerMedia. He's got a YouTube channel. He uploads content. He's actually going to be uploading this battle before I upload it. So if you guys are going to watch this battle right now, be sure after the match to go check out his end. I'm going to be uploading this on Thursday. He's uploading it Wednesday night. So definitely go check out his channel. He produces some really high quality content. Definitely a great Poketuber, great battler, as I'm sure we'll see today. Now we're going to go over my team really quick. This is a UU match. Probably one of my first actual tiered matches where I'm trying to keep all my Pokemon in the tier. I don't really know tiers at all right now. Smogon is as confusing as anything to me. I go on Pokemon Showdown and type in a name, and I hope that when I'm in UU, it actually is in UU, and it's not like RU, and whatever. So today I'm bringing the following Pokemon right now as we go over them. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Get your keyboard ready. Scroll down a little bit. Just listen to my voice. Don't watch the video. Scroll down and get ready to type in who you think is going to be the MVP out of these Pokemon, the most valuable Pokemon. I'm bringing Cacturne, Scrafty. Uh-oh, double dark type, and I left them right next to each other. That's a problem. That's definitely a problem. Electivire, Nidoqueen making her premiere, Blastoise, and Exploud. So I'm recognizing right now huge fighting weakness, absolutely monstrous fighting weakness on my team. I'm sure that that's going to bite me in the butt. I'm going to grab my phone so I can take a picture of my opponent's team, and we're going to see what he is bringing. He is bringing a Haxorus, Jellicent, Porygon 2, which is crazy that it's UU, considering Eviolite Porygon 2 is literally one of the most broken things in my mind. Nidoking, Flygon, and Crocodile. So what I want to do here is I want to actually open up with my Scrafty. I'm pretty positive that he likes to lead off with his Porygon, with his little rubber ducky. I'm pretty sure is what he likes to lead off with. So I'm going to lead off with Scrafty. My Scrafty is a defensive Pokemon, but really all I care about with this thing is just getting a knockoff off. I just need to get rid of that Eviolite. It's literally the only thing. Once that thing does not have an Eviolite on it, I'll be set. Maybe I can even force him to go out into his Jellicent, him predicting possibly a Drain Punch, a super effective hit on his Porygon. But he might also want the opportunity to burn me with this Porygon. I don't know. There's a lot of things that can happen turn 1. But regardless of my Scrafty getting burned, considering it's a defensive Pokemon, not offensive, I'm okay with losing the attack power after getting burned. I would much rather just get a knockoff off. I mean, if I can knock off most of his items, I'll be happy. I don't care who he switches into. He'll probably, if he switches at all, it's going to be into Jellicent. The only thing that's going to suck is that he's going to trace my Intimidate off the bat, so I am going to have a lowered attack. So knockoff's not going to do much to whoever it hits. It's really not going to do much at all, especially if he stays in with Porygon 2 and gets the burn. But it's still what I want to do. It's the play I want to make just because knockoff's too good. Knockoff is way too good. I do have my Nidoqueen, which can set up the Stealth Rocks. His team doesn't get hurt too much by it, but it will break any sashes. And residual damage is always nice, considering a player of his caliber. I'm sure we're going to be doing some switching. He does lead off with his Porygon. I am out here with my Scrafty. He's going to trace my Intimidates right now. And he's going to intimidate me, which sucks, but it really doesn't, it's not the end of the world. He's actually recording this live too, so I can't wait to watch it later. But I don't mind that he just intimidated me, because I have my plan of just going for knockoff, and that's all I want to do right now is go for knockoff. Literally the only thing I want to do is go for knockoff. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going for freaking knockoff. And hopefully he goes into Jellicent, because I would like to get rid of that leftovers and do super effective damage at the same time. But I feel like he's going to stay in. He knows he's Eviolite. He saw the Intimidate. He's probably going to take the opportunity to try to burn me or just try to dish out some damage. If he switches out, I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. I did bring a Mega Blastoise today. My team is very defensive. Very bulky. That could be a problem because it's bulky, but I don't have much residual damage. I don't have any status ailments on this team because I kind of just grabbed Pokemon. I was like nervous, dude. I was like, I don't want to bring any OU Pokemon. I just want to bring UU. So I grabbed things that I thought were UU, and then some of them ended up being OU. Staraptor's OU, which is kind of obvious, I guess. I'm surprised. I guess I was surprised a little bit, but its power is too much to handle for any one human being. So I didn't bring it. He goes for the Tri-Attack. Let's hope he doesn't get any anything. He doesn't get anything, and I get the knockoff off, which is all I wanted. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. Now, I'm tempted to go for the double knockoff because I think he's going to predict me to go for a Drain Punch now. So I'm going to go for the double knockoff because I do think he's going to switch out. Even with the Intimidate, I don't think he wants to stay in at this point because the Drain Punch without the Eviolite will do a crap ton to this Porygon too. So I'm going to hope that he predicts the Drain Punch and goes out into the Jellicent. This is our second battle, by the way. I currently have 1 game up on him, and he asked me for a Salty Run Back battle. So I said, sure, let's have a battle. Let's do it. He wanted to be in UU. He loves UU. Right now, he's just falling in love with the tier, and I love UU too, a lot more than OU, but I don't even like being restricted in a tier when I battle. That's why I usually always tell people, let's battle OU, so that way I can bring whatever the heck I want besides Ubers. So I'm really hoping he doesn't stay in here, otherwise all I did was waste a turn and take more damage. But him seeing how little his Porygon actually did to me with Tri-Attack, I don't think he's going to stay in. Especially since I have type advantage here. So I'm pretty positive that he's going to switch out. He is live recording, like I said, so he's probably doing the same exact thing like I am right now, talking to you guys. Well, not to you guys, but to his subscribers. And you guys should go definitely, seriously, go check out his content and subscribe if you enjoy him. He's at like 854 subscribers right now. If we can push him over 1,000, if the Shady people can push him over 1,000, you guys will have blown me away, honestly. So feel free to check out his channel. What's another sub? I mean, more content. He is going to withdraw. He is going to withdraw. He goes out into You What, Mate, which is going to be his Nidoking. So you know what? Double knockoff, even though it wasn't Jellicent, I'm fine with that. Getting rid of that Expert Belt. Wow, not Life Orb. All right, not Life Orb. This thing, I don't know if it's physical or special, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of scared, but I guess he would most likely go for an Earth Power. Oh, I like to put an Air Balloon on my Electivire. I don't know why I didn't do that. I almost want to stay in here and just go for an Ice Punch. I mean, I'm intimidated though, so that kind of stinks. I really don't know what this thing's going to do. Expert Belt makes me think that he's not special, but he's got to be. My Blastoise could handle him really well if he's not running Thunderbolt. Which would be really awesome. But I don't know if that's the case. What I can do is I can make a really risky play and go out into my Blastoise now and then double out into Electivire. That's a tricky one. I feel like if he brought him in, he's got to be physical, though. I really feel that way. And my physical wall is unfortunately Nidoqueen. But I think Scrafty can take something, so I kind of just want to go for an Ice Punch here for super effective damage, just to see how much it does. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for Ice Punch. I'm probably going to regret it. He goes for the EQ, which is Stab. And I'm really glad I didn't switch out into my Nidoqueen there, because that would have been unfortunate. This Ice Punch looks like it might be a 2-hit KO. I don't think so, though. So I do predict another Earthquake. I don't really have any response for that, though. I do want to keep this. I want to keep this Scrafty around. I really wish the Air Balloon was on my Electivire. What was I thinking giving him Expert Belt? I don't understand what my thought process. Oh, I gave him Life Orb. I don't understand the process. Why was I doing that? I could go into Cacturne, but that's going to waste my Sash. I pretty much kind of just have to take another hit at this point. Or I can go into X-Cloud, who could probably take an Earthquake. And then I can kill him off with a Boom Burst. So, you know what? But I would love to bring my X-Cloud in just off the bat. I don't even know if I outspeed. I don't know if X-Cloud outspeeds Nidoking. I don't know that kind of stuff, girl. X-Cloud has the worst speed in the world, so no, you do not. X-Cloud does not outspeed Nidoking, so that's no longer an option, ladies and gentlemen. Fastest Pokemon on my team is probably Electivire. Which is kind of sad. When that's being said, that the fastest Pokemon on your team is Electivire, I guess that's kind of sad. But I am going to kind of just stay in here with this Scrafty. I think it's for the best. Let me go for an Ice Punch. On the off chance that it is a 2-hit KO, that would be awesome. But I don't think it is. I would have really liked to have made better use of this Scrafty. But, I mean, it's a special wall, and I'm taking off physical attacks. Looking at his team, he does go for another Earthquake, which will not take me out, but it does a lot. And unless I get a Freeze Hacks here, I'm kind of up the creek. Or unless I get max damage, which I do not get max damage. But at this point, I pretty much just have to let it happen. I'm gonna let it happen. Yeah, I don't have anything that wants to take an Earthquake. This is why you want ground immunity on every team, which normally I would have if I gave my Electivire the Air Balloon, and then I would have been able to just kill him with an Earthquake, but I didn't, so I don't. But I am going to go into Electivire now, and he doesn't have anything. The only thing he has that wants to take an Earthquake is his Flygon, which Flygon is definitely coming in right here. So what I'm going to do is the safest thing for me to do is to go for an Ice Punch, because it will kill this Nidoking, and it will desecrate that Flygon if it comes in to try to avoid an Earthquake or avoid an Electric type move. So it's really tempting for him to go into Flygon. It's really tempting for him to do it because Flygon is part ground and flying. I'm sorry, is Flygon? No, Flygon's not flying. He's ground and dragon. But he has Levitate. That's what it is. He has Levitate. So he's going to want to come in to try to take that Earthquake. But if he doesn't see the Ice Punch coming right now, and you know what? Not many people use Electivire often. So you know what? He might not see it coming. He might go into... My Electivire actually does a number on his team. It covers Jellicent. It covers his Haxorus, his Nidoking, his Krookodile, and Flygon. It covers almost his whole team. So if I could have figured out a way to get a Motor Drive off, I probably could have swept with Electivire. But because Electivire isn't the fastest, I think his base speed is like 90. I want to say 95. I'm not entirely sure. Let's look it up. 95. It is 95. He is going to withdraw and try to preserve that Nidoking. He's going to go into, in a while, which is going to be Krookodile in a while. He's going to get the Intimidate off. So that was a very good play on his part. This Ice Punch will not do too much because of that fact. He might want to set up rocks here. With this thing being ground dark, that was probably the best switching he had. But I need to save this Electivire, obviously. So I'm going to go out into my Blastoise, hoping that I can take whatever he's going to dish out. Honestly, hoping that he just goes for Stealth Rocks at this point. I mean, as much as I don't want my Sash broken on my Cacturne, I don't really want my Blastoise taking an unnecessary hit, because I'm pretty sure this thing is going to outspeed me easily. He knows that I can't stay in. Obviously, 1, the Intimidate, and 2, super effective Stab Earthquake that's bound to happen. I'm rather curious what he's running as far as an item goes. He might be Choice Scarfed, I think. Possibly. I am withdrawing Bruce Lee. Get back over here, Bruce Lee. We need you for later. Blastoise is coming out. Maybe he'll be Choice Scarf. He didn't go for the... He went for the Stealth Rock, so he's not Choice Scarf. He's running Stealth Rock, which is fantastic. That is what I said I wanted, so I can't really complain. Blastoise does a lot to his team. Unfortunately, that Jellicent is really going to be a problem. I can hit it with a Dark Pulse and everything, but I don't know if it's going to come in right now. I feel like it might come in right now. I'm actually going to go out on a limb and go for the Dark Pulse, predicting his Jellicent to come in. Or he's going to Dragon Tail me, because that's what Krookodile likes to do, is set up rocks and Dragon Tail. But I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse, really hoping that he doesn't stay in. He is going to withdraw. Please, I want to see that Jellicent come out. I want to see that Jellicent show a pretty face. Dory is Jellicent. That's going to be a Dark Pulse. It is shiny female. That purple's kind of pretty. I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to get a Dark Pulse off. And I do outspeed this thing, so I'm pretty sure, as bulky as you are, Dory, I'm pretty sure this is a 2-hit KO from a Mega Blastoise. I'm pretty sure. That is definitely a 2-hit KO, so that's awesome. He has the leftovers, so if he's running Protect, he's going to be able to survive one more, but even after that, I can flinch. I can hope for the flinch. Dark Pulse, the only thing it really doesn't want to hit is Krookodile, but Krookodile really doesn't want to come back in on a Blastoise. At least Dark Pulse will hit everything else. It's not going to be super effective if he comes in with, like, Flygon or Haxorus, but I can kill those things. I can live a shot from those things and kill them off with Blastoise. Blastoise is so good. So underrated. I love my Blastoise. And that prediction is definitely a momentum-gaining moment. Sometimes you really got to think, and you got to just take those risks, because if you constantly play safe in a battle, I'm like rubbing my monitor right now, there's dust all over it. If you constantly play safe in a battle, you're never really going to gain momentum, especially if your opponent takes risks and they pay off. So always keep that in mind. You want to make smart risks that will win you a lot of momentum. That right there wins me a lot of momentum, because after this Jellicent is gone, I can start using Water Pulse and hope for some confusion. Super effective on Nidoking, who's almost dead anyway, and then super effective on Krookodile. It'll do regular damage to Porygon 2 and Flygon, and then for Haxorus, I have Ice Beam. So Blastoise has a lot of coverage once this Jellicent is gone. This Blastoise covers his entire team, much like my Electivire covers his whole team, but Krookodile is another problem. I can't do anything with my Electivire until that Krookodile's gone, because it's another ground type. He's got 2 ground types. He's actually got 3 ground types. Ground Flying, Ground Poison, and Ground Dark. So that's pretty freaking cool. I remember there was a video where I was versing a Krookodile, and I kept thinking that Krookodile was rock. I kept saying that, but I knew it was ground. I don't know what I was saying. But he's definitely taking his time with this one, because this is that was a pivotal moment. That was a pivotal moment. That Dark Pulse really does matter. He doesn't want to sit in here. I know that, but I'm not going to predict him to switch out because that's way too risky. He does stay in here, goes for a recover, predicting him to switch out, but I did not do that. Those over predictions you don't want to do. Once you gain that momentum and you predict and you get them below half and you know it's 2 KO, don't over predict the next turn. Please don't. That's one of the worst things you can do. I do it a lot, but you don't want to do it. If you can recognize that moment, don't do it. With Jellicent gone, that's his special wall gone, and Eviolite's off of his Porygon too. He's got a very frail team right now. My Blastoise doesn't outspeed everything in the world. He's probably going to come in with this Porygon too, because it probably carries T-Bolt. I believe that's a move that Porygons like to carry. He goes out into his Uwatmate, going out into his Nidoking, which I guess outspeeds me because it's probably invested in speed. So he probably runs the T-Bolt on this, the way he brought that in. So I'm going to go out into Electivire, predicting the T-Bolt. It's really what I have to do. He is going to outspeed, so I got to make this prediction. And plus, I'll get a speed boost here, which will be nice because even if he wants to come in with this Crocodile again, I'll just go for double Ice Punch until outspeed. Oh, wow! He made an amazing prediction. Oh, my goodness. Jonas! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was really incredible. I cannot even get mad about that. And that really puts me at a huge, 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 huge disadvantage. That's the only fast Pokemon on my team. I mean, I can go into Cacturn and go for Sucker Punches. My Sash is getting broken, so I guess Cacturn's almost pointless. Wow, that's really... That's terrible for me. That's absolutely awful for me. I do have to go into Cacturn. I'm not going to bother setting up a Swords Dance. If he wants to switch out again, I completely understand. I'm going to go... He might switch out into his Crocodile, though. I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch here because I don't predict him to preserve this thing any longer. I think he's just going to try to go for a Sludge Bomb, predicting me to set up a Swords Dance. At least that's what I think. But that last turn... Wow, that last turn. I should have just stayed in and killed off that Nidoking. I could have easily taken an Earthquake. I mean, no doubt in my mind. But I convinced... Oh my gosh. Why did I convince myself that a physical Nidoking would tech Thunderbolt? Why in the world did I convince myself that a physical Nidoking would tech Thunderbolt? Can anyone tell me? Because I no longer have either special wall. The only physical wall I have is my Nidoqueen, and he's got 2 ground types still. I have yet to be able to set up my Stealth Rocks. At this point, it's literally pointless to set them up. And he has all the initiative right now. 3 ground types, and his team is wrecking me. Absolutely wrecking me. Goes out into his Flygon. I mean, into his Crocodile. He gets the Intimidate off. I'm sure that it's Scarf the way that he switched it out last time. I don't really have anything, though. Oh, my Blastoise... Yeah, my Blastoise is still alive. My Blastoise is like my only ticket, but I don't... It's not going to matter. I don't know that a Seed Bomb... That a Drain... Well, Drain Punch should... Well, Drain Punch isn't Stab. And it's only 2 times effective. But... If I can live a hit from him, I can get back up to... Get up a lot of HP, and I might... I'm going to go for the Drain Punch. I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch. Maybe he'll predict me to switch out into something and he'll double out. And then I can get some free damage off on something. Preferably Porygon 2. But I don't think that'll happen, to be honest. I think he's just going to go for... I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I resist... He used Stone Edge before, I believe. I think he used Stone Edge. But he's going to be carrying Earthquake and probably Crunch. He had Stealth Rock. So... I don't know, man. I don't know. I do resist ground. I resist both of his stabs. So for him to come in with this, he is gonna double out. Please go into Porygon 2. He goes out into your ability. He goes out into Porygon 2. So he's gonna trace my Water Absorb, which is obviously not gonna matter. I'm gonna get a nice Drain Punch off. Wow, that's exactly what I needed to happen. I mean, I did get intimidated, but now I'm back up to full. Which means that if I really want to, I can set up a Swords Dance here. I can see if I outspeed. But he might just go for a Will-O-Wisp. Trying to think who I should... I don't really... I don't have the opportunity to, like, switch into things. Like, I really don't. I don't have my Scrafty anymore to take shots. I mean, my Blastoise wants to take shots, but it really doesn't even want to take a T-Bolt. It really doesn't want to take a T-Bolt. So I think I'm actually going to just... I might as well just set up a Swords Dance here. And then Sucker Punch away. But he's going to switch out into Crocodile probably. That Intimidate. Getting my HP back didn't mean anything. He might just recover though. Huh. You know what? Predicting to recover, I'm going to Swords Dance. And I outspeed. I'm so glad that I did that. I am so glad that I did that. For some reason, I thought that he would outspeed. He goes for the Icy Wind to lower my speed. Are you kidding me? With the super effective damage. It's also a 2-hit KO. Oh my gosh. Now, will a Sucker Punch kill him? +1. This is the pivotal moment. If I go for Sucker Punch and he goes for Icy Wind, I win. Well, I don't win, but that's going to be huge. If I go for Sucker Punch and he switches out into Crocodile, which I really feel like that's what he's going to do. Wow, that Icy Wind really is good on Porygon too. Much respect for that. Let me go for the Sucker Punch. If he goes out into Crocodile, he's playing top tier right now. He's playing to the best of his abilities. But if he doesn't, I don't blame him because I don't think I would either. Oh no, he went for Recover. Oh my gosh, I just lost. Man, I predicted the Crocodile. Now he can take a Sucker Punch. Oh, man. Alright, well, knowing that it's 3 hits, now I know his whole moveset. Icy Wind, Recover, Try Attack. Oh, I don't know his forward slot. If it's he's probably T-Bolt. Man. Wow. Alright, I mean, Blastoise can still take this back for us. I'm gonna go for the Sucker Punch to get as much damage off on this thing. If he switches out. Alright, he didn't switch out. He went for the Icy Wind again. Just to get as much damage off. It's not gonna kill or anything because it's still a Porygon 2. And unless he gets minimum damage, my attack turn is going down right here. Which is the case. That Recover was super important. If I would have factored in the fact that he could use Recover, I might have gone for Drain Punch. Because I was just thinking about the Crocodile coming out, and that was only, to me, it was just Icy Wind and Crocodile. If it would have been Icy Wind, Recover, Crocodile, that's 2 on the side of Sucker Punch being bad, I would have gone for Drain Punch. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Let me go out into Blastoise here, and let me go for some Aura Spheres at this point. I mean, well, looking at his team, I guess Water Pulse is the best bet, but I don't know if Water Pulse will kill. Possibly will, though. The thing is probably physically defensive, considering he had a Jellicent on his team. Meanwhile, Aura Sphere will do... well, they both do neutral, but Water Pulse gets stabbed. So, they both do neutral to the rest of his team, but Water Pulse gets stabbed. Aura Sphere would definitely take him out. Let's actually... We'll run a little bit of Baby Calc. We'll run a little bit of Baby Calc here. I have no shame in doing that. Nope, not that. I don't like that damage calculator. It looks like poop. Sorry, Smogon, but I don't like your damage calculator. Porygon 2. Your Eviolite is gone, though. It's gone. You have no item. Water Pulse it's not safe enough. I'm going for Aura Sphere. I'm just going to go for Aura Sphere. He could always recover up right now if I went for Water Pulse, which would just be just as bad. So let's just go for Aura Sphere. With any luck, he'll go out into Crocodile. Don't think he will, because that would make 0 sense. He's probably going to go out into either... he's probably going to go out into Flygon. But, I could have made some plays. I could have gone for Ice Beams. And that probably would have been the best thing I could have done. Now that I made that move way too fast. I wasn't thinking enough. Made that move way too fast. Probably should have gone into Ice Beams, but I'm really worried about this Porygon 2 just recovering up. Thankfully, he stayed in. And doesn't have to bite me in the butt because this thing's going to go down to an Aura Sphere. I'm still at almost full HP. Obviously, those Stealth Rocks are still a factor. And now he has a bunch of Pokemon that he can try to kill me with. I mean, I think he's got to come in with Haxorus at this point. I'm pretty positive he's just got to come with Haxorus. I mean, Crocodile will outspeed me, but it can't kill me in one shot. His, what do you call it? Because his Crocodile, actually, his Crocodile can't come in. His Crocodile is not Scarfed. I mean, I know that it's fast, like faster than my Blastoise, but I don't know that he'd come in with it. Man, I still can't get over that Electivire Earthquake that he made that prediction when I could have just stayed in with Blastoise. Why did I forget that he was physical? I just convinced myself that he would tech a T-Bolt with a physical Nidoking. I don't understand that. I do not understand that thought process. A couple of misplays on my part in this battle, definitely a couple misplays. I was happy with that Jealous and Dark Pulse prediction. Blastoise seems like to be the MVP right now. I still have my Nidoqueen, which is seeming to be useless in this match. Considering he's out to Flygon, I'm going to just go for the Ice Beam because it's super effective on his whole team. And I don't know that this Flygon can take me out in one shot. I mean, Choice Banded Earthquake is really powerful, though. Really powerful. But I don't have anything that wants to take it, so it's not going to matter. Let's just go over the Ice Beam. Ice Beam seems to be our safest bet. Even if he switches out, it doesn't matter. Ice Beam is still super effective against his entire team. So he does have a major... he goes for Draco Meteor. Luckily, I'm actually happy that he's special. A special Flygon. Because I'm specially defensive. Even though it is Draco Meteor, I don't think it should kill. It won't. Which means Flygon will go down to this Ice Beam. No questions asked. That's times 4. That's times 4 from a Mega Blastoise. Now, I mean, he can clean up my Blastoise, unfortunately, with any one of his Pokemon, which is gonna put me in a really bad spot. Here's Cleanup, which is going to be his Haxorus. I really predict this thing to be holding, what do you call it? I predict it to be holding Weakness Policy. And Ice Beam won't kill it anyway. So let's just go for the Water... No, Dark Pulse or Water Pulse? Water Pulse has a chance to confuse. Dark Pulse will do more damage. I think at this point in the game, damage will be a little more important. Considering my Nidoqueen might be able to take a hit from him. As long as he doesn't have... as long as he doesn't have that Weakness Policy boost. So I'm assuming Weakness Policy right now. I'm probably wrong. He could be Choice Banded Outrage. But, if he is, then we have nothing to worry about because he's going to go first and my move won't matter. But let's go for the Dark Pulse because it is neutral damage. He goes for EQ. That's a huge problem because my Nidoqueen can't take an EQ. Cannot take an EQ at all. So my downfall for this battle is definitely not having anything that can take EQs. Because if I had that Air Balloon on my Electivire, this game would be so different. I don't think Base Me Baby can take an EQ either. But it has a lot of HP. It's got 180 HP. So we'll see. Oh, but then I got hit by Stealth Rocks. So if he's Choice Banded, then it really doesn't matter. I definitely can't win. But we're gonna go for a Boom Burst anyway, just to see what happens. I could. Oh, maybe he'll think if I was Choice Scarf, I would. Well, I wouldn't kill it then. If I was Choice Scarf, to be honest, it wouldn't kill. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got this one in the bag, no doubt in my mind. Which is going to bring us to both of us having a victory. Actually, wow. Boomburst has a chance to kill if I had a Choice Scarf. I don't have Choice Scarf, but if I did, it has a chance to kill a Haxorus, which is good to know. Very good to know. I don't think it matters, though. I'm pretty sure this guy's going to run Choice Banded. Jonas seems like a Choice Band kind of type. With Cleanup, I just really thought he was going to be a D-Dancing set. If he is, I mean, then hooray for me, but I don't think he is. Unless he has 0 speed investment, then I outspeed him. Which would be awesome, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Yeah, he's going to go for EQ. That's going to take me out, I'm sure. Xbot, if you live this, I promise I'll buy you some ice cream. Oh, it's a crit! And he lives! I took that so well. What the heck? Xbot's been holding out on me. And there was a crit. Wow, what if it wasn't a crit? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here comes his Crocodile, but his Crocodile is a Stealth Rocker, so he might not have speed investment. So, the Base Me Baby might be pulling this all the way back. Oh my... Oh! Yes! That is amazing! That is amazing! xCloud MVP. I don't care what everyone else did in this battle. He got 2 kills. It's over. That was incredible. Wow, I did not expect to outspeed that Haxorus. That is incredible. Very good game, Jonas. Make sure you shady people check out his channel right now. Go watch his side, because I cannot wait to watch it. Cannot wait to watch it. I really want to see his reaction when xCloud comes out. Wow. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a comment, like, and sub because I do upload 2 Pokemon videos a day. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.